Bruce Springsteen's $53 million tour. It's been a big year in entertainment. It's a big night here in Times Square.
We're back at Times Square, 1 hour and 20 minutes, as you can see there on the countdown clock before they drop Waterford Crystal Ball. The crowd is becoming increasingly restless, increasingly eager for this New Year's to come to New York City. They've watched it wrap around the world on the giant video screens here. Now it's their turn and they simply can't wait for that moment to come, but they'll have to wait just a while longer. Mayor Rudy Giuliani was here a few moments ago. He's been down through the crowd. He said the only thing that they're asking for.
Today, an information revolution is changing dramatically the face of business and the fabric of society in the United States.
All right, thanks very much, Donald Trump.
Thank you.
Tonight,
Have a great year.
You too. Happy New Year to you.
Great life.
Donald Trump, who has been toying with the idea of running for president, enjoying the publicity as he always does at his club tonight in Palm Beach. We'll be back with more right after this.
Tonight, celebrate New Year's Eve with Jay live from coast to coast. It's an end of the Millennium Blast with Y2K Group Comedy. So spend Y2K with Y2J tonight live.
20 seconds. And we're going to count it down from here down when we get to 10. Are you ready? Happy New Year early. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy.
Terry, as you and Pat have already said, more and more experts are warning that the year 2000 could bring a date with disaster. First, a brief explanation. This crisis is often called Y2K. What does that mean? Well, Y is short for year, 2 of course means 2, and K is the scientific symbol for thousand. So Y2K is simply short for year 2000. But what is the basis of the problem?
So to save money, computer programmers used only 2 digits to identify a year, like 97, 98, and so on. But the problem is that when the year 1999 turns to 2000, many computers and computer chips around the world will think it's 1900, not 2000.
The bug will cause a lot of people a lot of trouble if they don't protect their computers when we reach the year 2000. That's what Yak San has more in our continuing look at the Y2K problem.
Take a look at what happens to the lines of code when you simulate the rollover to the year 2000.
The year 2000 problem. Its main symptom was thought to be computers considering the year 2000 as the year 1900.
2000年問題、その主たる症状は、コンピューターが2000年を1900年としてしまうこと。
What if we had all gone back to the year 1900?
もし1900年に戻っていたならば。
If
もし
If
もし
If
もし
If
もし
The year 1900 problems.
1900年問題
On the 15th of January, 1900, Tokyo City announced that in order to prevent plague, they would purchase mice from people, 5 cents per mouse.
1900年1月15日、東京市がペスト予防のためネズミ1匹を5銭で買い上げることを発表。
4 years before that, on the 29th of March, 1896, an American steamship named Gaelic entered the port of Yokohama and a boy who had got on the ship in Hong Kong disembarked there, due to having felt sick on board. He was then admitted to a hospital in the city, but he expired shortly. He died of plague.
それから遡ること4年、1896年3月29日、横浜港に入港したアメリカ船籍ゲーリック号に乗船していた香港から乗船した少年が病気のため下船、横浜市内の病院に入院するが死亡した。原因はペスト。
Ever since the port was opened in 1859, the harbor city of Yokohama had continually accepted foreign goods, and now it even accepted plague.
外来を受け入れ続けてきた港湾都市横浜はペストすら受け入れる。
Plague. Its Chinese character consists of two parts, representing mouse and disease, respectively.
ペスト、漢字にはネズミに病がれである。
Indeed, it is the mouse which carries fleas infected by the plague bacterium.
ペスト菌を持つのみはネズミによって運ばれる。
One theory holds that most of plagues in Japan were from India. A great impact from India. Well, this somehow reminds us of some trio. No?
日本におけるペストの発生源をたどればインドという説もある。インドから来たペスト。はて、誰のことだろう。
A novel set in an Algerian city in the year 194X contains the following sentences. When leaving his surgery on the morning of April 16th, Dr. Bernard Rieu felt something soft under his foot. It was a dead mouse lying in the middle of the landing.
1940X 年度、アルジェリアのある都市が舞台の小説。その一節、4月16日の朝、医師ベルナール・リュウは診察室から出かけようとして階段口の真ん中で一匹のネズミにつまずいた。
What follows this moment is the city seeing an increasing number of its residents suffer from unexplained fever, a plague outbreak.
これをきっかけに都市には原因不明の熱病者が続出。ペストの発生である。
Time has passed, and today the mouse is back in our hands. Humans have re-encountered the mouse, back in contact with them, caressing them. While you rub a mouse, what passes alongside of it is information, information, and information.
そして現代、マウスは再び私たちの手の中に戻る。人間とマウスの再びの開口と接触。愛。マウスを撫でている間にその脇を過ぎ去る情報。情報。情報。
There was a monk who was fascinated by such transience of information. He then began executing a Buddhist service for it. That is, commemoration of information.
その情報の一過性の儚さに惹かれた僧がいた。彼は仏の教えに沿ったサービスを実行する。情報の供養である。
From the black hole at the far edge of the space-time of the internet, he attempted to pull back pieces of information that have vanished into it, as if salvaging them from hell. Unfortunately, though, the monk had to leave this world before his salvation was complete.
インターネット空間の果て、ブラックホールへと消えていった情報をすくい上げること。それは地獄からの救済とも言える。しかし、その救済半ばに、僧はこの世を去ってしまう。
A monk who vanished into a black hole.
ブラックホールへの消えた僧。
A paradox around a black hole and information.
ブラックホールと情報に関するパラドックス。
If the human nears a real black hole, their body becomes paper thin, and their heart begins to beat more and more slowly. If a scream is then emitted by that person, it will be stretched to infinity.
実際のブラックホールに近づけば人間は紙のように薄くなり心臓の鼓動はゆっくりゆっくりゆっくりとなる。そしてその人間から発せられた叫び声は無限に引き伸ばされる。
As the mouse they used to wrap around their finger is now under their foot, the paper-thin human begins to fall down. that you yourself emitted while vanishing into the black hole?
手なずけていたネズミにつまずいた人間は紙のようにペラペラとなってゆっくりゆっくり落ちていく。今聞こえたあの叫び声はブラックホールの彼方に消えた私の叫び声じゃなかった。